Imagine a world where we don't send our potential clients to a boring website full of words they're never going to read, where we don't hold virtual meetings in lifeless squares that flatten out our energy and our creativity. What if, instead, we invited them to something deeper? We invited them to something more impactful, engaging, something that is going to capture their attention. That future, it's not down the road, it's here, and it's called GoBrunch. GoBrunch empowers you to create your own immersive, branded ecosystem where interaction is natural, where creativity leads, where businesses become human again.
The most interesting thing about GoBrunch is the surprises that it brings you. Because you come on with one set of expectations about what a platform can do, and then you discover what the platform can do when you decide to do something with it. GoBrunch is one of these things you go, oh, it's a platform. And in fact, when I talk to it with some of my friends who are on other platforms, it's difficult to explain sometimes. But what makes it so great is that you can take it and make it what you need for your particular business.
Hi, I'm Peggy MacArthur, and I want to tell you about GoBrunch. About 5-6 years ago, I started working with photographers and other creative business people, teaching them how to run a profitable business. I was on the normal video platform that everybody is using, and I started looking for a replacement for the video platform. I didn't have any idea what I was going to discover. Immediately, I did a workshop. I had 36 people attend. And, I've been doing workshops and the deal, the last 5-10 minutes, people are popping off. They're disappearing. Well, my very first workshop here in GoBrunch, 36 people came, and at the end, there were still 36 people there. They were engaged. They were asking questions about the workshop. They were asking questions about the platform. And I was like, wow, I did not just find a replacement. I found magic. I found something that could allow me to get engagement and community. And I found something that I didn't expect in GoBrunch.
Hey, this is Daly here from Healing Heart Reiki with GoBrunch. What I've actually found is that it's one of the rare and few ways that you can recreate an in-person experience with someone using media. In GoBrunch, people are actually gathering in spaces and seeing each other face to face, having real conversations in a spontaneous and sometimes randomized way. So if you're hanging out and you just feel like seeing friends in real life, you might go down to the park or over to the pub, the bar. And it's very similar. In GoBrunch, you can go to real spaces that have been created with the brand, the vibe, the energy of people's visions and creativities, just as you would go to a friend's house. You're invited to lean into this experience of being in a shared world. And with that comes all of the inspiration of developing bridges of communication.
I'm kind of new in GoBrunch. I discovered GoBrunch in December. So in my business, language coaching, I'm holding sessions to learn, improve French or languages. And I love so much the fact that you can customize your background. You can add pictures, videos. You can customize it really amazingly. It's also fostering the engagement. Most of the time they are, wow, what an amazing space. And I'm also touring them to my other rooms, like my Refrench Your Brain room that is also in the World Building Expo, and also Café du Bien for mental health. So it's really incredible because you can customize it. I would say also that it's a community that care, and a community, the founder is listening to the community, and updates are coming on to improve or to build new functionalities. So it's a safe space. And I love so much the community and the opportunities to grow the visibility in the business. So kudos for GoBrunch, and kudos for all the backbone members that are doing their best to improve what is already amazing. Thank you.
The things that has been really great for me with GoBrunch is allowing me to create spaces that are very different from anything I would have been able to do outside of GoBrunch. So for instance, the virtual film installation, when I was in a class, the professor said to me when she saw a portion of my film, she said, have you all ever thought about doing an installation, which I didn't even know what that was. And then I was kind of like, but that's going to cost a lot of money. I don't have that kind of money to build an app and then have a space where there's going to be all these different kiosks. And so the first thing that came to my mind was doing it virtually, that I could actually do a virtual installation, have different rooms. The feedback that I have gotten is that the space is really amazing. The experience is amazing. And in particularly because they can't really imagine that they've been able to have this experience online and from anywhere in the world. So that's been the biggest thing for me with GoBrunch, is being able to create something that I would not have been able to do in person, but can certainly do online and have this amazing experience that people can have with my film.
What I love about GoBrunch is I don't get the same video conference fatigue. There's something about how it's set up that allows me to genuinely feel like I'm in connection with people. And I find that most of my clients feel the same way. And so there's an ease to engagement that allows for some of that more organic connection that I find helps me to communicate better and understand better what's happening for the people that I'm working with. Also, it allows me to have a little bit more of that personality in what I'm doing. So people get to see visually a lot more of what they can expect from me. People are very surprised. They'll comment about how it doesn't feel like being online, or they feel like they know more about who I am. And so I do feel like it lends itself to that type of connection that allows for the business piece to go a little more smoothly, because it feels more like we're actually interacting and they're getting that sense of who I am and how I show up.
It's a work in progress for me with GoBrunch, which is great, because that's exactly what you can do with GoBrunch is you can build it as your inspiration comes. I had created an art gallery of some of my images in one of the expos that Peggy holds. And I had set up a sign up for what I thought was going to be a periodic newsletter. And the people who visited during the expo, 201, wanted those emailed out to them every day. I create what I call the Daily Echo, and I am building a website with the database of the echoes on, but those will end up embedded in GoBrunch so that you can come in, explore the echoes, and speak directly to me if I'm around. You can't do that on a website.
When they booked the call with us, they was like, oh my God, I never experienced this before. So they thought that was definitely outside the box. It was a different experience, and that's what we wanted to create through GoBrunch, is an experience for our clients, whether it was for our potential clients or our virtual assistants, to come in to collaborate and not feel alone.
In my business, Ashe Flow Media, it's so important for me to be able to sit with my clients and discuss what kind of marketing video they'll need for their business. And that means that having a space where I can have that meeting and have those discussions is so important and so necessary. And GoBrunch is a place where I can create the perfect space for exactly that. As you have seen in this very video that I've had the pleasure of making, in GoBrunch, you can really bring your imagination to life. And I love tools that allow for that kind of expression and creativity. And that's just one of the things that GoBrunch can do.
One of the things I think that is so fun about GoBrunch is that it has all these possibilities. On the other hand, one of the reasons why it's so frustrating is it has all these other possibilities, right? And so largely what you end up doing in GoBrunch is, again, it's sort of like, Peggy, I'm going to give you a big piece of cloth. Now, you may make this cloth into a dress. Jill may make it into a scarf. Eric may be able to figure out a way, to cut it into many pieces and Gary may be able to sort of, print something on it and sell it. So the idea is GoBrunch is one of these wonderful platforms that really allows you to take something that with some basic components and decide which one of these component mixes is really good for your business. And, again, GoBrunch allows you not only to have complete accessibility, right? It also allows you to have your space mean something beyond just the meeting.
I think that goes back to the whole GoBrunch isn't one thing.
This is my GoBrunch.
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 This is GoBrunch.